Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And off we go from Denver. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Let's go now. Set.
Ritter looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Yellow, yellow. On Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, rip left. Yellow.
Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's going to be 4th and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Mahomes to throw for it. That's cut beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Shot, 17. Ready?
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. Okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. He's on the move. Now he takes it.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick-tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
Running back sent in motion. From the 48. Dumped off to his running back. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Down.
Warren here from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Throw left side, complete. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds a man right side. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Riley Moss with that tackle.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Yellow. 15.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Kansas City! So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now.
Okay, right?
They're out and set.
Ready.
1st and 10.
Set, hut, ready.
Warren running between the two. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Attack, attack! Attack!
Mahomes on 1st and 10. This one finds Kelsey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to give him the ball.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
May not be the way he typically gets the ball, Kate, but once he had it in his hands like a reception, he knew what to do with it. He smelled that first down, and he went and got it.
Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Chiefs pushing for points. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
15, 15. Hey, 15, 15, 15.
They kick the running back in motion. Pistol now for Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Yellow. 15.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Ready, ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready, set.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Here's Ritter. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, green. White, white. Hi.
Ritter. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Looking for a target. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes trying again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Go gun.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He'll wind up and heft it deep right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos are going to take over after the interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Down. Set. Go.
They'll go again with Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Warren on third down. And they take him down right along the 30. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Drill green. Come on, set. Needle blue. Hut, hut.
They're going play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Flush down now to his left. And this one does not go far. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Red cycle. Set, hut.
They'll throw on third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the left hash, 54 yards out. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Set.
Hand off to the back. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Right.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. He still has room inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
15.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Reed now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3.
On the set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Able to get it to Franklin. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Claws raised. Let's go.
They bring Sutton in motion left.
Set.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Set. Ready.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Complete on the option. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now, but will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
Now Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
They put a receiver in motion right. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's not quite that fast. Led him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making is also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's so important to try to play a little add-on.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Broncos have some new life in the fourth!
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Play action on first down. He's trying to push the field. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds, too. Oh, I don't believe it. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Hey, check mega. Slide blue. Blue striking. Ready.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense.
Big gain downfield. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now trail by just a point in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes escapes the pocket. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Chiefs don't want to see this one go to overtime. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Yellow. Yellow, yellow. Hey, rip with it, rip with it. Yellow. Right side.
Back to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Man in motion here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to the well again. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll send him over right. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Look at this out of the bag of tricks. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Ready.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a gain of 10. Still no first down, but at least he stopped the clock. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs make the play that should win them this